What's up, YouTube? It's MetalDuck9. Today's senior day at my high school, so instead of me sitting in class half asleep, I'm here making a deck profile for you guys. I'm going to show you guys my SalvoDAD deck. It's really good. I encourage you guys to all try this deck. Make some changes to it or whatever, your preference, but it's a really good deck. Just once you get your engine going, it's almost impossible for your opponent to recover from all the pluses you're making. So I'm going to show you guys the deck. Start off with 3 Kais. Kais is just awesome, dark. Your deck pluses itself so much with Deco and Sangan, whatever. So Kais is a perfect fit. It adds pressure, it's a beater, it removes. It's really good. 3 Dekoichi, the draw engine of the deck. Flip it, draw 1. So you set Deco, set some back row, flip, sack for Caius. It's also your black salvo target for Black Rose nukes. It's dark too, it's really good. 3 Alchemist, pretty much the heart of the deck, the engine for getting back everything that you Chaos Sorcerered, like things that get allured, Battle Fader, things that got bottomless. It's such a good card. Creates pluses. 2 Battle Fader, pretty much OTK stopper, Caius, tribute fodder. This card pisses off X-Sabers, it really does. They get this entire field and think they got you under their Cold Wave, just drop Fader, sack for Caius, Chaos Sorcerer, whatever. It just pisses them off. 2 Salvo, pretty much your debris dragon of the deck. 1 card Black Rose is just too good. It's also a Scrap Archfiend card if you want to have a beater instead of a nuker. 2 Chaos Sorcerer, such a great card in this deck. It's all dark and lights. It's essentially a Chaos deck. So Sorcerer is a perfect fit. Works perfectly with Dimensional Alchemist. Removes things for free. It's amazing. 2 Cyber Dragon. I run 2 because I run pot, but if you don't have pot, I would run 3 of this card. It's just that good. It's a beater. It basically eats bottomlesses, so you can alchemist this card back later. It just applies pressure. It pisses off Machina decks. So what's not to like about this card? 2 Thunder King. Pretty much the anti-meta card of this format. This card wrecks a lot of decks. They have a draw pot, they have a dead card sitting in their hand. You know, you can tribute this, negates synchro summons or whatever, dark armed. Such a good card. Yeah, I run pot, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, you might think it's conflicting, but it really isn't, because you have Thunder King out, your opponent's going to go out of their way to get this card off the field. They will do what it takes, so you just keep your pot in your hand, if that's the case. And most of the time that scenario won't even happen, so it doesn't really conflict as you might think it would. 1 Breaker, it's a really good tech. It just eats back row like nothing. This card, along with Cyber Dragons, just eat bottomless. If my Cyber Dragon ate a bottomless, they have Mirror Force set. Summon the Breaker, pop the Mirror Force. Like, there. 1 Dark Armed, a really important player of the deck. It's called SalvoDAD for a reason. You basically set up for your Dark Arm plays with Cold Wave or something ridiculous. 1 Gores, stops OTKs, just an all-around amazing card. Everyone should run Gores. 1 Plague, you can abuse this with Alchemist, just level 2 tuner. It's dark, and it's pretty good. Sorcerer 2. And Sangan. Just another plus card. Set this, sack for Caius next turn. Too good. Alright, onto the spells. 2 Book of Moon. Book is just book. You know, everyone's got to run book. All the trap stones going around, all the synchro stuff. Double Sark. Search engine. Like, use Sark. I always find myself grabbing Allure. Like, I have to get Allure. Allure speeds up the deck so much, and it's Alchemist fodder, you know. Allure is too good in this deck. 2 Pot. You don't have to run Pot. like, I got pots, so I'm gonna run them. They're really good. Just pot, grab exactly what you need. Like, it's not required, but it really helps if you have them. One allure. I was just talking about this, but yeah, it's a lure. This is probably the best card of the deck. Draw 2, remove a dark. That's perfect. Like, as I said, I always Sark into this, or maybe Dark Armed if I draw Sark a bit later. But it's just such a good card in this deck. One Reborn, stable. Cold Wave, you know, broken card of the format. Cold Wave, Dark Arm, Chaos Sorcerer for game. So good. One Dark Hole, staple. One MST. I'm just running one. You don't really need two. It's 1-for-1 removal. You aim to plus. Like, you already eat a lot of back row anyways, so one's fine. Alright, traps. 2 bottomless, staple. 2 warning. Amazing card. I highly recommend everyone gets their warnings for almost any deck they make. Yeah, it's worth a lot, but it's just so good. You have to run warnings. Like, what can I say? 1 Mirror Force, and lastly, 1 Solemn. It's Solemn. It's a defensive card to save your butt, or it's an offensive card if you're pushing for game. Alright, that's the main deck. Show you guys the extra deck. 2 Fortress Dragon. You know, you run 2 Cyber Dragons. I side a third against Machina, so it really helps to have these in here. 2 Black Rose. Scrap Dragon. Bryanak. 2 Scrap Archfiend, because you have Salvo. Stardust. Red Dragon. Register. Thought Ruler. Dark End. This card is amazing if you go Sorcerer, remove, Plague, sing for Dark End, hit another. Mistworm. And Goya. Yeah, guys, that's the deck. Leave your comments down below on what you think. Again, I really recommend you guys make this deck. It's an awesome deck to play. Subscribe, please. I know I'm due to make a duel video. I promise I'll make one soon. Yeah, besides that, peace out, YouTube.